It is a glorious morning. Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Tuesday, August 3rd, 6:06 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. And I'm kind of digging the market today. I know we're going a little bit crazy, but I'm liking it. Go to bitcoindailyview.com. Got more for you there. I'm going to mention Gate.io in a minute, and there's a link right there, affiliate link for it. You might want to join up. So here we go. Looking at this. This is by Will Clementi. I like this guy. And he's talking about for stock to flow fans, historically speaking, following each touch of this lower stock to flow deflection trend line, Bitcoin has gone on an absolute tear. So I'll link to this over under news at bitcoindailyview.com. So check it out if you'd like, if you want to see this closer. I think he makes a good point on this one. Some people think stock to flow has power, some people don't. I look at any kind of chart, any kind of measurement. If you can look at it historically and it worked, well then just weight it appropriately to your, I don't know, existential belief systems. Anyway, Bitcoin trading volume last 24 hours, 3.8 billion. Honestly, once again, that's nothing. You need 3 billion, like 2 to 3 billion, to make the market, to basically keep the nodes running. I think just wash trading, market making, whatever. So anyway, I consider this a very, very low volume last 24 hours. So why is Bitcoin making these big moves? Well, whales. All right, looking at spot trading volume on Binance, 15 billion last 24 hours, down 13%. Man, that is just not much. We need 30 billion to really have much even going on. So anyway, spot trading, very, very low as volume. Looking at derivatives, basically futures, this is kind of cool. 57 billion, that's not bad. Still down 13%, almost 14%, but good to go. Above 50,000 is really not a bad day. 30,000 like minimum. I'm sorry, 30 billion minimum, but really above 50 billion, the market's moving. So futures are definitely happening on Binance. Derivatives happening. But spot trading, not so much. Which to me means, I mean, this is conjecture, but I think that the more your retail traders are going to be doing spot. Okay, I'm going to say like your more professional, more knowledgeable, probably playing with more money, are going to be doing futures. Because how many people listening that are traders even know how to play the futures game? So anyway, blah, derivatives. So with that said, looking at Coin 360 here, just for the last hour, as you can see, the market's kind of turning green. This is good to go. Bitcoin at 38,478, not bad. Ethereum at 2,507. I'll take it. ADA in the green, I like that. XRP in the green, Doge in the green, wonderful. Link back in the green. So anyway, the market is recovering, at least in the last hour. Immediate price action is beginning to turn up after Bitcoin took a little bit of a dump. Looking high level here on the daily, okay? So we've got the 200, I'm sorry, make sure I'm telling you the right thing here. Yes, here we go, sorry about that. We're gonna make sure it's on the right page. This is the white moving average. Here's a 50 moving average, and the green is the 100. So we have made it recently, last couple days, over the 50. We got over the 100, joy, wonderful. These indicators are looking pretty darn good. ADX is at a fine spot, 22. Directional index is in the green, but it's cooling off. Squeeze indicator showing lack of momentum. KRI is, is still in the green. Stochastic RSI is beginning to turn down, but it'll turn back up. Anyway, lazy bear indicator definitely showing a downtrend now. Anyway, with that said, look right here. Now this fib line, as I've drawn it, and fibs are always a little bit of a matter of opinion. I think it's amazing how all this seriousness of logic and TA, etc. And one of the most powerful indicators is based on existential magic, man. Fibonacci. It's wonderful. So 382.fib line. So 0.382 fib line, we wicked to it here on the daily. Let's see if we bounce there. So we lost that 100 moving average, but let's see if we bounce above it today or how things go. If we range between the 50 and the 100, not so bad, but I'd rather get above that 100. But at least we're above the 50, and this is a logical bounce at 382. Logical bounce. Let's see if we can get logical fib bounce, at least based on existential magic. Let's see what happens. Also, if we look here, this is now we're looking at the 200 is the white one, and the blue is the 314 moving average. So of course we're above the 314. We have now broken above the 200. Ranging between the 314 and the 200 is not the worst thing in the world. This is a daily chart for Bitcoin. But if we look once again at that fib that I did earlier, we're right here at a 382 bounce, possibly with a wick. Let's see how it goes. The RSI is trending down, but it's in this beautiful mid-range here. That's a wonderful buy area oftentimes. Let's see when that turns up what happens. Also, this is one thing that gets me, is this is the MACD on the daily, as we can see. I think some call this the fulcrum. Basically, it is trending down, and it's heading towards the red, the signal here. Histogram is closing, so we still have a positive MACD on the daily, but watch out, when we start, if it looks like, if Bitcoin continues down, and it looks like we're going to see a negative cross here, if we start getting close to that on the MACD, that's when I tend to start hedging out, because really that moment of crossing is a big deal for the daily MACD. If you look right here, or we start at the pump, what happened? I'm sorry, you can see this is where we started the pump on the daily a little while ago, and what followed that? Well, sorry, these little indicators, things are coming up. Let me see if I can, here we go, there we go. So it began to pump on the daily, and what happened right here? It was a positive daily MACD cross. I get a lot of crap, not defending myself, but some people say it's a Stone Age indicator, but on the daily, look at it historically, it tends to really, it's a lagging indicator, of course, but just go with it, man. Just saying, daily MACD is very powerful. So if we look like we're definitely heading towards a negative cross, and we can't keep this 382 fib line, of course, maybe we'll bounce at the .5, maybe the 618. The 314 moving average is right between the .5 and the .618 fib levels. So I mean, really, okay, we're cooling off. Let's see how it goes. We have plenty of respectable levels here on the fib, and also according to moving averages, like if we stay above the 314, it's good to go. So really, daily chart, Bitcoin's turning down. Let's see. It looks like it's maybe going to make a bounce at a logical place. Has logical places where it can bounce. 45-minute chart. Check this out. This Fibonacci sequence, as I started back here and Bitcoin began moving back on 20th of July. Check it out. We broke below the 2 moving average and the 314 moving average, and we have wicked down to the 382 fib line. A wick. Let's see if we bounce from there. That's interesting. It'd be a logical spot to bounce. We lost these important moving averages on the 45-minute chart, but that's fine. A 382 bounce would be plenty respectable. Let's see if we get it. Ethereum, check it out. Ethereum Dump with Bitcoin, riding that 200 moving average with wicks. That is wonderful, and its indicators are beginning to turn up. I do think Ethereum has decoupled from Bitcoin's dominance to some extent. Ethereum versus BTC, this is a trade that I got in this morning. Not financial advice, entertainment purposes only. I'm just saying this is what I did. So using the fib, and if you look at this, we definitely dumped. But Ethereum versus BTC, we're still well above the 200 and 314 moving average. We dumped because Bitcoin dumped. We got below this 236 fib line, and now we're moving up. So I think really, also the indicators are just a little bit risky, but we're starting to see the directional index trend towards the positive. The squeeze indicator beginning to trend towards the positive. KRI just flipped green. I like that. Lazy bear indicator, lazy bear oscillator. Lazy bear oscillator has gotten above the signal line down there in a good range here. And of course, the stochastic RSI is positive and moving up. So 45-minute chart. I stopped out last night in profit on this one. Now I'm back in it. I see it moving up. I'm confident with that support above the 236 fib line. It looks powerful to me. I'm going to keep in this trade. Let's see how it does. ADA, just for an example of another alt that is recovering. Check it out. ADA versus USDT. It couldn't handle Bitcoin's volatility. Went below the 314, the 200 moving average. Then got between them and bounced a little bit. Now look at that. Rocket ship to Pluto. Green candle. Looking wonderful, and the squeeze indicator is just starting to turn green. I like it. So anyway, a lot of volatility has kind of driven the market crazy, and well, there you go. This is what happens, but I think we're recovering. ADA versus USDT, maybe not a bad play, not financial advice. For a poop coin, AKITA, AKITA USDT, this thing has been making moves recently, and I just mentioned this because, well, it's a super low satter. It's one that I'm kind of contemplating possibly getting into. Little position just because it's so low sat, 124 sats, actually 1,240. Anyway, why I'm mentioning this really is just, here's a little, I'm just throwing this out here for people. Binance, if you use it and you're in the U.S., of course, you shouldn't be using it, etc. I like to have a diverse amount of exchanges that I can get into because not everything has every coin, etc. And sometimes there's just that sweet coin you want to get into and you can't because whatever. So Gate.io, U.S. users can use it. I've been using it recently. That's why I'm mentioning the AKITA. See, I've been watching this one, kind of one of those sweet low sat, dog coins that could make some moves. It's at 1,241 sats. I'm just keeping an eye on this thing. If the chart shows a good turn up, I might just for fun. But also, this coin is looking good. It's been doing the performance has been pretty good here on the 45-minute chart. Basically did nothing and now it's taken off. So anyway, this is one of the dog coins that I'm watching, and I found out that it was on Gate.io, and I'm like, yes, this is wonderful. I've been using this exchange. It's got this weird grid trading, time condition, limit order. Um, I'm liking it. This is a pretty swanky little exchange. It works pretty darn well, and liquidity looks good. I'm liking it. And one of the things that I'll mention about it that I do like, of course, is yes, U.S. users can use it with no VPN. I mean, U.S. users can use this, and I'm liking it. And I'm always looking for those alternatives to Binance, just because, like, I use Bittrex a lot, use KuCoin. Basically the one I use pro.coinbase.com to do trading. I try to keep it legit because I know a lot of traders are using Binance.us. That's getting better, but we do have this fallout from Binance. But the regular Binance.com not really being available to U.S. users unless they're kind of VPNing, which you really shouldn't do. Watch out for that. Now we have the whole withdraw amounts are limited. So anyway, I think we're seeing kind of an exodus of users that probably shouldn't have been using it right now from Binance. And anyway, Gate.io, it's working well for me. I like it. It's my kind of Binance alternative right now. They got the standard coins you're going to want, and they're a little bit adventurous with coins like AKITA and things like that. So, I'm kind of having fun, and this is where I might get into this poop coin because these coins are doing well. Anyway, just throwing it out there. This is my little tip, not TA based, pure speculation, but it has started to take off. It's got a lot of hype in the social media world. One to watch, and Gate.io, great little exchange. Affiliate link in the description, and that's all. And I just thought I'd mention it. And of course, thanks everybody for buying the cool Make Teslas Not Tweets t-shirts. People are buying these. It makes me happy. Makes me a few dollars every time somebody buys one. And they're really cool, great conversation starters. And remember, Bitcoin truth seekers, you are the peaceful revolution. This matters. And for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, a piece of shit, and I mean a real piece of garbage, excuse for a human being banker and globalist, cries, and that's a wonderful thing. So let's keep him crying. I personally think that not financial advice, of course, entertainment purposes only, but I think this ETHBTC trade might really do well, and I really think also that I think Bitcoin is at a great. This wick to the 382 fib line at 37,655 is really wonderful looking. Ethereum riding that 200 moving average. I know it took a pretty hard dip today earlier, but even looking at like the daily, I think we're going to see a 382 dip here at 37,655. I mean, overall, I'm just not sweating it until we see a little bit more weakness in the market. I just consider this is what Bitcoin does. This is crypto. This is crypto. Anyway, take care, everybody. See you tomorrow.